So if you read the newsletter, I explained Skee as goofy, shy, optimistic, and I mentioned that those are just the easy description of him. But there's this thing about Skee that's not in the newsletter and kind of keeps me up at night sometimes thinking about it. And that is that Skee's worst moment in the book happens simply because he's trying to impress a girl. Her name is Seraphina, and in the story at this point, Skee's just outclassed by everyone he's with. He's an apprentice, a trainee. He gets ordered around by his order. He's just basically a nobody, and he's never been more than that at any point in his life. But Seraphina's even a completely different level of outclassed for Skee, because Seraphina's not just a princess. There's just this air about her of depth that he's so attracted to her, but he can't talk to her. He loses his beat. He stutters. He just can't talk to her, and he's constantly trying. The poor guy, he wants to impress her, but he just makes these small, quiet attempts just to be noticed. He just wants to be noticed by her, and the sad thing is, he is noticed by her, but he doesn't have the confidence or the self-awareness to realize that she's noticing, and so he just kind of keeps going. And I've had a Seraphina in my life. All us guys, and probably the girls too, we've all done some pretty silly stuff to impress someone that we were attracted to. And for Skee, the group is in this labyrinth of sorts, or cave structure of sorts, and they're searching for something, this artifact. And they have no idea where they're going or what they're doing. And they've been running into increasing levels of danger as they have searched. And there's this one scene where up ahead of them there's this staircase that descends into darkness. And it's right up ahead. They can see it, they know, but they don't know what's down there. They don't know where they're going. They've never been here before. And here comes happy-go-lucky Skee. He's going to prove his bravery. He's got to prove he's not scared, and he goes running down that staircase. Seraphina yells at him to stop. He doesn't. There's his moment. She clearly notices him, clearly either notices bravery or stupidity, but she notices him, but he doesn't stop. He's going to take it further. He's going all the way down, and he's going to be seen as brave. And that's more important to him than being seen as smart in that moment. And he didn't know what was in the bottom of that staircase. I'm not going to tell you. But I'll say this. He doesn't die. But his actions require other characters to make life and death decisions in order to save him. And not all of those decisions work out well. And so Skee's moment of goofiness, of insecurity, basically became a burden for everybody else and grief for everybody else. And sometimes being too optimistic can do that to us, can't it? We're not just risking ourselves in all this time. So, I've done this. I told you I had a Seraphina, so that's not anything new. My stupidest moment involved marshmallows. Marshmallows, yes. I'm not going to explain that beyond that, but my stupidest moment in order to impress a girl involved marshmallows. Anyway, Skee survives that moment. I'm not spoiling anything here. I don't want you to think going into the book that it's just all going to be about grief. But what that survival costs him, and what Seraphina has to do with that cost, well, that's a story for another day. Her name is Seraphina. Remember it. You're gonna want to know that name.